So the Island of Relevancy mode coming to WWE 2K25 on the PS5 and Xbox Series X might be more than what we think it's going to be. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Let's get into this. All right. So the Island is only on current gen consoles, not PC, and that got me thinking about what the post said regarding community creations the other day. It said, "We intend to explore the possibility of opening up the immersive world of the Island to PC players in the future, or in future iterations of WWE 2K." So let me read that one more time. Opening up the immersive world of the Island to PC players in future iterations of WWE 2K. So does that mean the Island mode is going to be online only and carry on to the next game? What does this mean? The wording has me thinking that the Island is definitely going to be online only. Now let me get into it here and what my thought process is for this, because I've been right about a lot of stuff so far, like the Netflix game, our version of 2K. A lot of the leaks that I found early were all turned out to be right. A lot of the stuff I've been saying has been right so far. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because some of my guesses aren't that crazy. It sounds like I've been hitting the mark pretty consistently this year. Last year I was saying a lot of stuff and hardly any of it came to fruition. But a lot of stuff this year, I've been pretty much dead on. So anyway, so what if the Island mode is basically their MMO? Like if you've ever played, I don't know, Phantasy Star Online, or if you've ever played, heck, any MMO, World of Warcraft. They don't really make MMOs much anymore. It's all about 5v5 shooters, or just like battle royales and stuff like that. There's no MMOs. There's like no new MMOs, because that's not the business model anymore. Everybody wants less development time and more money. So the easiest thing to do is a stupid 5v5 shooter. I'm shocked that Marvel Rivals is doing so well, but it's probably because the artwork in that game is top tier. The characters look phenomenal, and that makes a big difference. Anyway, so what if the Island is online only, and it's their version of an MMO that they're going to keep building off of with each iteration of the game? Now, how would this work? Well, because they have the system set up for MyPlayer. If you're not familiar with what MyPlayer is, in WWE 2K20, basically it's separate from your wrestlers that you make in community, or not community, but in the creations tab, right? So you have your creation suite where you go and build everything. It's for Exhibition, Universe, MyGM, and now MyRise, because you can transfer them back and forth. MyPlayer is basically like a separate mode where you level up your wrestler. You unlock certain creation parts, you unlock abilities, and you build up your character stats and get stronger and stronger the more you play. And it got me thinking, it's like, what if the MyPlayer thing carries over to each game each year, incentivizing you to keep playing forever and ever and ever? Because just like Grand Theft Auto, where it basically has two separate modes, the online Grand Theft Auto and then the offline story mode, which both are amazing. What if the Island is what that is? It's basically the Grand Theft Auto. This is 2K, by the way. This is 2K. So what's cool about this, it's got me both excited and worried at the same time, because what's got me excited is that this is a huge revolutionary breakthrough, if this is true, where the Island could be a wrestling MMORPG, where we're all walking around and we can fight each other, and that sounds awesome to me, which would mean we better get better servers, correct? The only thing I could see being a hamper on the Island growing, because I mean the way they have it set up, it's islands, right? Each game could add a new island here and there, new island, like forever and ever, until essentially you have this gigantic set of islands to go play on, basically forever, right? My only concern is that how's that going to work from game to game to game if they are in fact going to stick to the yearly business model, correct? Because are you going to shut off the new content from the players playing the old game? Are you going to have to start over in each game. Hopefully stuff would carry over, but history has told us otherwise. I mean, just look at my faction. My faction mode, I did everything you could in 2K22, unlocked pretty much every card. And then 2K23 came out, nothing carried over. And it makes no sense because it's a separate company that makes the My Faction mode. It's online only. No excuse not to have something carry over. It makes no sense to start over every single year. If your cards carried over from year to year to year, I feel like the mode would be a lot more popular and people would be a lot more willing to spend money in the mode. I mean, I know I would. If the stuff carried over, like all the Persona cards that you got this year, imagine if the stuff you unlocked carry over to the next game. That'd be cool. I don't understand why they make us start over every year other than greed and wanting more money, right? So the island being a potential MMO is huge. And your MyPlayer could be the character slot or character piece, your stats anyway, that carries over from game to game. Otherwise, if this is a new mode where it's online only, and basically when the servers get shut off and you have to start over in each year's game, this is going to be a one and done mode for me. Like, I won't care about it next year. If I have to continuously start over and continuously just build my character every year, because there's so much to do in these games. It takes me like maybe 100 to 300 hours to make all my characters, and then it takes about, I don't know, 20 hours to set up everything, like my GM and my universe, all the, just getting it all perfect with the arenas, the setup, the naming. Just by the time I actually start playing the game, it's usually about, I want to say 200 to 300 hours in before I actually start playing the modes, like my Rise and everything. I didn't do that in 2K24, but I did it in 2K22 and I did it in 2K23 and 2K20 because we had extra time in 2K20. I spent like 400 hours in that game, even though it was broken. But yeah, I'm just like I said, it has me excited because of the potential. Now it has me worried because what if this becomes the new de facto mode that replaces Universe, replaces my GM, replaces my Rise, and basically all the other modes? Like, what if the only way to play this game is to go online and that's it? You have to access exhibition matches in there, you have to access everything in this new online mode, and the game's essentially become like Call of Duty, where I'm pretty sure Call of Duty is online only. You can't play it offline. You have to have an online connection at all times. Now, I'm not a Call of Duty guy, correct me in the comments down below, but I'm pretty sure it went that way. I hate it when they make games that you have to pay upfront prices for online only. It drives me nuts because it's like, well, what if you shut the servers down? Then this physical copy of the game is worthless. Anyway, we're all going towards the digital generation anyway, so I guess that makes sense. But like I said, has me excited because of the potential that this could mean for the franchise going forward. It's a huge breakthrough for wrestling games in general. It also has me worried because this could replace everything and destroy wrestling games as we know it. Thank God for Ultra Pro Wrestling. Anyway, sound off in the comments below. What do you think of this? Do you think I'm crazy? I mean, I've been pretty right so far with most of my guesses this year, so might be right about this too. As always, thank you for watching. Sound off in the comments below, like I just said, and stay frosty.